China just took air travel to the next level. EHang has unveiled the VT-35, a fully autonomous electric air taxi that can fly 125 miles at 134 miles per hour with zero pilot on board.
What if the vehicle beside you could open its rear door, release a small aircraft, and carry you above the traffic? China is turning ideas like this into trial production, certified passenger flights, delivery routes, and an entire low-altitude economy. Xpeng's modular flying vehicle can transport and recharge a separate aircraft, while EHang has received Chinese approval for commercial pilotless passenger flights. Chinese companies also dominate much of the civilian drone market, but viral videos mix these real advances with American robotaxis, unrelated floating homes, and claims that China will soon control the world. So how much of this future is real, and what still stands in the way? The vehicle that carries its own aircraft. One of the most unusual Chinese projects is the land aircraft carrier, developed by Xpeng's flying vehicle company, now known as Airage. Despite the dramatic name, it is not one vehicle that changes from a car into an aircraft. It is a six-wheeled electric ground vehicle that carries a separate two-seat electric vertical takeoff and landing aircraft in the rear. The ground vehicle can travel on ordinary roads and acts as a mobile base for the aircraft. It stores the air module, helps deploy it, and can recharge it between flights. This solves one practical problem faced by small electric aircraft. They need a safe place for transport, storage, maintenance, and charging when they are not in the air. The company has moved beyond a simple digital concept. Trial aircraft rolled from its Guangzhou production line in March 2026, and multiple units completed test flights. Deliveries have been planned for 2026, although certification, flight permissions, training, local airspace rules, and safe operating sites will decide where owners can actually use it. Buying the vehicle will not mean someone can launch from any crowded road. EHang and the first certified pilotless passenger flights. EHang's EH216-S is closer to the common idea of a drone taxi. It is a small, fully electric aircraft with two passenger seats, multiple rotors, no traditional pilot controls, and a centralized command system. The aircraft follows planned routes, while ground systems monitor its operation. The Civil Aviation Administration of China issued the EH216-S type certificate, production certificate, and standard airworthiness certificate. EHang later received authorization connected to paid passenger operations. These approvals are important because passenger flight requires far more than a successful demonstration. Regulators must examine the aircraft, production process, maintenance, operating company, flight routes, and emergency procedures. The aircraft is designed for short journeys, tourism, airport links, island travel, and limited city routes rather than replacing long-distance airplanes. Its official specifications describe a range of about 30 kilometers and a design speed near 130 kilometers per hour. Weather, payload, reserve power, local rules, landing sites, noise, and passenger confidence will limit how widely such services can expand. The American robotaxi and floating home mixed into the story. The original source also praises a vehicle that can operate for up to 16 hours and reach about 120 kilometers per hour. Those details match the purpose-built Zoox robotaxi. However, Zoox is not a Chinese invention. It is an American autonomous vehicle company owned by Amazon and operates in the United States. Zoox has no steering wheel or pedals, can move in either direction, seats 4 people, and is designed for driverless urban travel. It belongs in a global future transport story, but presenting it as evidence of Chinese control changes the facts. China has its own major robotaxi developers, including Baidu, Pony.ai, WeRide, and Xpeng, yet they are separate from Zoox. The source ends with a floating home powered by solar panels and able to collect rainwater. Similar off-grid floating villas have been developed by companies in the United States, Australia, Europe, and other regions. The damaged transcript does not identify the model clearly enough to connect it to China. A responsible documentary should not assign an invention to a country when the maker cannot be verified. China's real advantage and the limits of global control. China's real advantage is larger than one flying car. Shenzhen-based DJI controls a major share of the global commercial and consumer drone market. Chinese factories also produce batteries, motors, cameras, sensors, electronic controllers, and other parts used across the drone supply chain. Cities such as Shenzhen and Guangzhou support delivery drones, agricultural aircraft, inspection services, air taxis, and testing zones. Government policy calls this the low-altitude economy. It includes commercial activity involving drones, helicopters, eVTOL aircraft, logistics, tourism, emergency response, mapping, agriculture, and public services. Local authorities are building flight management systems, vertiports, testing corridors, and financial support to turn prototypes into routine operations. Yet leadership in one industry does not mean China will rule the future world. Safety accidents, battery limits, noise, bad weather, air traffic management, privacy, cybersecurity, export controls, and public trust remain serious barriers. The United States, Europe, Japan, South Korea, and other countries are developing competing aircraft and regulations. China may shape the future of low-altitude transport more than any country has before. But the final system will depend on international competition, shared standards, and whether the technology proves useful in daily life. China is not secretly surrounding the planet with an unstoppable drone network. Its achievement is more practical and important. It has built a powerful civilian drone industry, a deep supply chain, certified passenger aircraft, modular flying vehicles, and cities ready to test new transport. Some machines in the viral story are real Chinese projects, while Zoox and the unidentified floating home are not. The next stage will be decided by safety, regulation, cost, trust, and daily usefulness. China may lead important parts of this revolution, but no country can own the future alone. The skies ahead will be shaped by competition, cooperation, and proof that these machines improve lives. If you enjoyed this deep dive into their life and career, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next story.